3:27 a.m. So it's currently 3:27 in the morning. I'm leaving for the airport in roughly 20 minutes, hopefully a little less. I just made some dope breakfast. Look at that. That's like a good egg sandwich. So where am I going? I'm going to Virginia. Why am I going to Virginia? You'll find out in a little bit. So I got to Virginia yesterday and I kind of filmed something when I got here. It was me saying that I was gonna do like a tour of the room I was in, but right after I filmed that clip, I took a nap and I woke up right before I had the campus tour. So I filmed absolutely nothing when I was here yesterday, but I guess this video could just be like the day itself and me kind of just like, I don't know, sharing the next, what is it, almost 8 a.m., the next 4 hours of my life. So I'm at Liberty University in Virginia for their convocation, and what their convocation is this big like speaking event every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But what's cool about this is that over the past few years I've spent a lot of time watching all their convocations online because some of my favorite people and authors and speakers and pastors have all gotten to speak here. People like Robert Madu, Jefferson Bethke, Maddie Montgomery, just a lot of people that I look up to and I learn a lot from. And so it's exciting for me that today I get to be on that same stage that all of them were on, and not even too long ago. They were all pretty recent. You know what? Hillary was right. Cereal in the morning is pretty good. So what am I speaking on today? I have a 30-minute Q&A on the stage, which honestly isn't a huge amount of time. I think it's just right because it's an audience of roughly 10 to 13,000 people, which is a lot of people. And so if I was just up there by myself, it could be difficult since I haven't done that with that many people before. It could be difficult to talk like well for 30 minutes, but since it's Q&A style, doing Q&A with David Nasser, and he knows how to just make the conversation flow well, and I'm excited. Spent a lot of time talking with him yesterday, and I'm really excited to go out and just share my story today. That's basically what I'm doing, is I'm sharing my story of my upbringing and my transition from high school into college and when I made my faith my own, but also the Olympic journey and what that looked like for me. Because I know that's an area a lot of people are very interested in, is, well, what was the Olympics like? And so it's exciting that I get to be on a stage today and let people know, like, this is what the experience was like, but like be in the same room as them, not just through a screen online. There's just a different connection that happens when you can look people in the eye as you're telling them a story. And it's cool because I feel like I forget I even have this thing, and I haven't seen it in so long just because I don't have a reason to like pull out the Olympic silver medal, because it's not like when you win a medal, you don't just walk around your house wearing it. And that's true for me, but I feel like there are people that just walk around wearing their medals. I'm here to tell my story. I'm here to talk to a bunch of college kids, and I'm here to connect with them and just kind of have a good time. And they have been super gracious hosts. It was really nice to like tour their campus, see their film program. They have a room dedicated to color correcting and another room dedicated to color grading in DaVinci Resolve. I mean, shoot, that's like a full-time film studio. Okay, let's just, don't get your hopes up. Don't get your expectations too high. I don't know what I'm allowed to film, and I don't know what I'm going to be able to film, because at the end of the day, I'm not like Casey Neistat, who can just throw on the camera and run on stage and do everything really well. Like, when I'm speaking, I like to be prepared, and I like to be in the right mindset. So, don't know what's gonna get filmed, but let's see if anything happens. Yo, this is so nice. So downstairs they have an entire cereal bar with like a bunch of types of cereals. Got Frosted Flakes, because when you see the peak of all cereal, you go for the peak of all cereal. Also, they have an espresso maker, which I don't have at home, and I wish I did. So, this morning is just cereal and espresso.
so much for having me.
Please don't make me read it on the Olympics. This would be so convenient at school. So like I said, I didn't film a ton of stuff, just a little behind the scenes of what it was like to speak at Liberty, but it was such a whirlwind, such a fast trip, wasn't there super long, didn't have too much time to film stuff, was just kind of having a good time. But thank you, Liberty, so much for having me out to speak to your students. And to the students that were there, thank you so much for coming out and supporting just my talk, I guess, me sharing my story with you guys. What was really cool was just hearing your guys' responses to a lot of the things I was saying in the crowd. And another cool moment that I won't forget was when they announced that I would go say hi to everyone after the talk, and there were about 12,000 people there, and when they said that, I think everyone was assuming maybe a few people would want to come up and say hi, not over a couple thousand of you. So I do apologize that I could not meet every single person that came, because I had a flight to catch just a couple hours after the talk was over. So if I ever come back in the future, I would love to have more time to meet each and every single one of you that was there. But again, thank you so much for just wanting to say hi and listening to my story. It was just really cool to be able to go and to speak to you guys and to share this experience with you guys on the internet as well. So if you want to watch the talk, the interview with me and David Nassar at Liberty, I will link it at the top of the description of this video below. It's about 25 minutes long, and I'm really, really excited I was able to go. So the talk at Liberty is done. It was awesome, such a cool experience. Drove to Wisconsin yesterday with Hillary to help her shoot a wedding. She was the first shooter and I was her second shooter. Drove home this morning, and now I'm editing this video while doing school. This next week's crazy because I begin production on a couple documentaries that I'm working on for this school year. So I might be a little gone from social media for a hot minute because I'm incredibly busy. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new, be sure to hit subscribe. The videos are going to continue to pick up more and more as the rest of the year flows out, as I can find some free time. But it really does mean a lot that you are willing to watch this video. Again, Liberty, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for having me out. Would love to come back in the future. And I will see you guys next time.